So today I want to show you how to make easy, dramatic, glamorous, amazing skies with watercolor. And as someone who's painted in several mediums, watercolor is my thing. It's my jam. I love to have the drama and almost the magical aspects that you really can't do anywhere else. So let me show you a simple way to have one of these dramatic skies. I use the same exact technique for each of them, and I'm just going to go through them real quickly so you can get an idea, okay? So here's the one I'm going to show you and talk about the most. Here is one that I painted for gratitude. I called it Thankful. Same type of sky. Here's one that I did layers, but I used the same technique. Dramatic, another dramatic sky using some of the same shades. This one I've done several times for live classes, and recently did this in my blossoming class with my Patreon. If you haven't checked it out, it's patreon.com/Cindra. Both of the techniques for both of these are in my blossoming. That's my $12 tier. And I just started it last month, already have 8 tutorials taped in there, but also as an extra bonus, you can do a live interactive Zoom class with me once a month. So it's a pretty darn good deal when you think what you can buy for $12 nowadays. This is a lot. And also each tier also gives you the bonus of being able to see all the tutorials in the previous tier. So the $12 blossoming one, you can see everything in the $8 starting out basics one, which is good for a lot of levels, but especially if you really need to review or start out with how watercolor works. So both of these are in that one, patreon.com/Cindra. I've done several versions of this, and I'll show you another one in a minute. Here's another, this is more of a pastel sky and same basic technique. I did a little something with this as well, but I wanted to show you, since I'm showing you almost dramatic darker colors, I just wanted to show you a lighter one too. Here is another very dramatic, kind of like right before the storm on the beach. And then here is a beautiful more of a sparkly day, a happy day. And here's the other one I told you. This is the one that I also taught in the blossoming. So let's talk about this. The first thing that I find helpful is to take your paper and to attach it to something flat. A gator board. This one's a little bit thicker than the ones that a lot of times I use. I just dug this one out. Super lightweight, reminds me of like a boogie board, except even lighter for those of you that are around ocean areas. And you can just tape this right down. And you all know the trick with tapes, right? I'm wearing sweatpants right now. And if you listen, I'm just popping it on the sweatpants. I'm going to, because I'm using a board, I'm using the edge of the paper, in this case, as my guide, but then I'm going all the way over so that I can also attach it. Now, if you're manly or you're just good at this, you can just tear it off. Me, no. So in this case, I'm only taping the top and the bottom. Okay. Here I am. And keep that in mind. You can tape wherever the heck you want. It doesn't always have to be a half an inch or a full inch or hanging off or all the way on. Sometimes I've done paintings where I've taped it like that and had it just random, you know, just an interesting visual. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use my Princeton Modeler. I really like this one, 1.5 inch. use the Aqua Elite. This one is a good one for lots of reasons. I won't get into tons of it today, but the Aqua Elite is different and, in my opinion, for my taste, better. And we're just going to just wet it down. I have a little bit of dirty water here, just so hopefully you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. I'm not going to do the whole painting. I'm just going to show you the concept. And then if you're interested in doing this with me and you want to do, this was called the Vermont Sky, feel free to come on over. So just like whenever you're painting with anything with watercolor, 99% of the time you're going to go from light to dark. So I'm just going to get a lot of warm colors. I'm doing some yellows. There's some lemon yellow first, which isn't quite as warm as the other colors, but it will be beautiful. And then I'm going to go to cadmium yellow, which is a definite warm orangey yellow. I'm using Daniel Smith and Roman Schmal today. Roman Schmal, if you're not familiar with it, very, very dramatic. And why don't we stick with Roman and do his cadmium red? And what does yellow and red make? Oh, yes. So we're going to have some orange kind of pop in here. You don't want your sky to be striped, right? You want it to have drama, but you don't want it to have, you know, like a pattern. I'm going to go to his mineral violet, Roman Schmal. I got it at Jackson's Art. And I'm going to pop in from my darker color some of the purple. And again, if it over mixes or if it mixes a lot, then of course you're going to have, you know, some browns and other interesting ones, and that's fine too. But the concept is to lay it on in kind of a haphazard, crazy way, kind of like you're doing tie-dye or something. And I'm not going all the way down because I'm going to do mountains on top of it. I do want to go below where I think the mountains will be, so that there is, if you look through the mountains and the valley areas, you're going to see that. And now I'm just going to simply tilt it. And sometimes I'll tap it and the paint will even run right on the table. I'm using a black plastic professional cutting board, if you wonder what I'm using. So I did it that way first. Isn't that beautiful? And if I want, I can go the other way too. I'm kind of satisfied with the way it is, though. Sometimes I even go this way or this way when I want to pull it down a certain way. And I might just kind of clean up a little bit where the mountains will be if I want. I don't need to. And if I want, I can also pull the clouds into it just a little bit. And isn't that easy and isn't that fun? And look at this amazing sky. So I wanted to just show that one to you today, my little trick. I use it a lot. I use it in combination with other styles, but there's just nothing that you can't love with this, including just the ease and fun and relaxation of it. So there is my dramatic sky. Here's a sideways look at it that's a little closer. And here is a close-up to show you. I hope that was fun. And you know what I'm going to do on the bottom? I'll be putting mountains or any kind of landscaping. If I was doing an ocean scene, I would make the horizon flatter and bring it down ocean. If I was going to do a building scene, I might do that as well, but you can use this for any backdrop. What I like to do is let it dry at this point. And by the way, if you want to really move those colors, and you can see I've got this little dribble that's coming down towards me, all I can do is just play with it some more. But if you want to really, really dry those things, you can also hold a hair dryer that is right here close to it. that will help you move the colors around. But that's for another time. I hope you had fun with this. I always do. God bless your day. Bye-bye.